Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hardcore Heroes.
Yeah.
Mother Tetra goes back inside, leaving the four of you to your new fate.
With my petitioning having failed, I walk out. And I say, we can all wear beeswax when approaching the tent. That should prevent the siren song from affecting anyone wearing it. Allow me to remove it and have a short discussion with her before we make any move against her. If we can resolve this peacefully, it will protect the lives of any of your men who you happen to bring in this adventure. And no blood will have to be shed tonight. If she attempts to beguile me with a song, she has to hit her notes to be able to take my mind. I should have time to signal to you that she is bewitching me, and you should have time to attack her. None of you will be in any danger from her song. I will be the only one putting myself at risk.
I feel like this is a dangerous plan, Van. If not just for you, but for all of us.
I see no additional danger being brought upon you.
You cannot foresee every eventuality.
I cannot. But I have to do my part to try and resolve everything peacefully, if at all possible. I believe that creatures are intent on I say this like directly to the sheriff. I believe all creatures have an intent on self-preservation. I don't believe this siren will stay in town if we make its situation clear.
So it can go and kill some other poor folk in another town.
Who has she killed?
Who am I to know?
She's bewitched your father for how long? Months? And in all this time, he has come to no physical harm. At least not through her actions.
We don't know that. I mean, how unfortunate can one man be? It's safe to assume that this creature is the result of his ailments.
How would you... That's impossible. It's cleric magic. Sirens are not priests. I know the spell that affected your father, and it was not her doing. Unless she's dabbled in the divine.
Cleric, you may feel comfortable leaving our town in the hands of this creature, or another town in the hands of this creature, but I have a duty to defend the people from all manner of incursions. You were not here to see the horrors we faced at the end of last year. I will drive this creature out, even if you will not.
I would like to remove this creature from your town. I simply ask that you give me a chance to make it go peacefully.
The one advantage we have over this beast is surprise. I will not let you waste our only tactical advantage.
I agree, Van.
I look around, seeing that there's 5 other people here who are all totally okay with killing this thing. Seeing no other option, I say, I cannot participate in the killing of this siren. However, I will stay back on the beach. If anyone is wounded in the process, I will heal them afterwards. I cannot help you with this.
Okay.
So be it.
Okay. Isabella asks Malachi to lead the way. I'm sorry,
Wait,
Isabel, not
let's
Isabella.
melt some candles.
Right. Does anyone have any candle wax?
There's candles in the church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of candles in the church.
All right.
I
You guys
guess
get
we'll-
some wax, melt it, make little balls, stick it in your ears. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck there.
Last chance, Van. To see a reason. Try petitioning your mind and not just the gods.
I will heal any who are wounded, but I will not aid in the killing of this siren.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay,
Let's
before the wax is fully in, Isabel outlines her plan. She wants Malachi to lead the way, and then once this place has been spotted, she wants the whole lot of you to sneak up and get as close as you can, as quietly as you can, and then burst in through the front door and just, get
Fuck it
to
up.
it. Yeah.
I say to her, I'll make one last petition for this, and I'd like to point out that both Malachi and I have magic that could aid in this situation. She'll have no ability to attack us. I can
You
hold
can't be
her in
certain
place.
of that.
I have a spell that will hold her in place.
You can't be
Okay.
certain. Van.
Malachi can attempt to hypnotize her, and if that doesn't work, I can always charm her while she is held in place.
You think you can charm a siren?
I don't see why not. They're sentient creatures as any.
And the plan is set. We either kill the beast, well, that's the only plan. So, you either come with us or you can wait on the beach.
I still believe this can be finished peacefully, Malachi. I see no reason to endanger your lives, the lives of any of your men, or yourself, for a situation that does not have to come to violence.
You are beyond reason, my friend.
You consider this a lack of reason.
Yes. Look, who stand before you? Not one here agrees with you.
This creature is the one chance you may have to find who attempted to murder your father. And you would walk in there and kill it without any questions.
I think once my father has come to see his own mind once again, he may be able to provide us with more evidence.
And do you think that will be the case? As soon as it dies, do you think the charm immediately wears off?
I believe so.
We don't know anything here. You're acting rashly, without reason, and you accuse me of being the ignorant one.
Enough.
It is nothing but foolishness to head in there and attempt to reason with such a creature.
Enough.
But the time for
We
talk
must
is over.
rid the town of this monster, says the sheriff.
Let's
And
go.
she begins to walk in that direction. So everyone is going, but Van is not going to be participating in the
I
battle.
will stay a ways, like a decent, pretty far back.
Are
on the
you
beach.
stuffing your ears?
Yeah, I'm just in case. I don't want to
Okay.
get charmed.
All right. You guys head down the beach towards where you think that she lives, to the hut that Malachi has seen before. And when you're about 100 yards, not 100, it's late at night. What is the moon like? It is a new moon. There is the only light in the sky comes from the stars. And it is winter, so there are not a lot of stars in the sky. So it's all but pitch black. You can you can see where the water is, you can hear the water, you can see the side, you can feel the sand under your feet, so you can make your way, but you don't really get to spot the hut until you're very close to it, like 20
Is there
yards.
not light coming from it?
That's a good point. Yeah, there's probably some candlelight coming out from it, so you can spot it from further. Good call.
Yeah. All right. There it is.
Well, you guys all are earplugged. You can't really speak to one another.
He points dramatically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess if that's the case, the plan is to sneak up as quietly as possible, right? So I'll let them go to like one. I kind of like do the like, you two, that side, me, like over there, right? So like they'll come to the door kind of together, and then I'll be on the other side of it. And then I will begin moving silently.
What's your move silently chance?
Move silently is 55.
Okay. All right, so you sneak around to go to the opposite side of the door, going a slightly longer route, and you make it to that side of the door as Malachi and Isabel are approaching,
And the dog.
and the dog.
Van's a ways back. He just kind of falls to his knees on the floor and starts to pray.
Okay. None of you guys can hear anything. You have no idea if there's movement inside or not.
No.
It's all silence for you. But once everyone's on their positions, the sheriff, Kel Isabel Brave, and bursts in through the door.
All right. Nice. Do we get a free round?
Yes, you do. You have caught them by surprise.
Well,
Everyone,
don't kill my father.
everyone bursts in. You find your father and the siren in the midst of passions
Jesus.
as the knight makes her first attack. Ooh, that is not great. She rolls a 7 total. I'm not going to tell you what her THAC0 is, but she rolls a 7 to hit and misses.
All right,
Malachi
can
and Croak.
I cast light
Where?
on the siren's eyes.
Give me a... Oh, she gets a saving throw, I guess is what it
Saving
is.
throw this spell.
Versus spell.
And I think if she has magic resistance, you have to factor that in as well.
Right.
Does Malachi have to make a saving throw versus shame with his dad's penis being out?
Good stock. That's all I'm saying.
She fails her saving throw versus spell as light beams from her eyes, illuminating the room.
3 and 3, baby. Come on. It's the best spell in the game.
Croak.
Well, I can't shoot a bow at it since she's up there hacking away. So I guess I just start stabbing at it with a broadsword.
Come at it from behind.
I can't. Okay, I will do whatever it takes to get at it from behind, but I can't really back attack it, can I?
Yeah, she's pretty aware. Well, I guess she's kind of blind
She's
now.
blind, though. Last week, when something was blinded, we
Oh, that's true.
broke on a
Okay.
back attack.
So what I will do is attempt to move silently, because I'm sure that Isabel and her plate armor and her chest plate and making noise is up there. I will attempt to move silently behind it and try to backstab it.
Okay. Okay, so you sneak in behind her and try and backstab. Give me a backstab attack roll.
Okay,
Come on, Croak. Come on.
17.
That
Thaco
is
18.
a hit.
Fucking yes.
Nice.
And that didn't even include your +2. Oh no, yeah, Thaco 8. Thaco 18.
Thaco 18.
Right.
Yeah, 17, Thaco 18. So that means I get 64 plus 3.
Holy shit. 3 times damage dice, right? Yeah.
Yep, 3 times damage dice.
Your face.
16 points of damage.
Not bad. It's dead. GG.
No, not yet.
I haven't rolled the HP yet. Hold on. Let's find out.
It could be dead.
It
Lots
could
of
be.
ones.
Can you guys guess how many dice that was?
I think 7.
You did 16 damage, huh?
16.
Okay. The siren is not dead.
Does it look fucked up, though?
Well, he just stabbed her in the back with a broadsword. So yeah, she's pretty fucked up. But let's roll initiative.
Shall I do that since I'm right up there next to her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the
Wait, is
knight go
yeah.
on her own initiative.
What about my father? Or is he incapacitated?
He is. We'll deal with your father.
Malachi,
still roll
did
for
you
the
do
team.
anything? Oh, you casted light. Okay. All right. So let's roll low. 5.
All right. You go at the same time as the knight, who takes a swipe with her longsword once again,
Vanquished.
and hits the creature for 5 damage.
No strength bonus?
If there
No
is a strength
specialization?
bonus, if there is a strength and specialization bonus, it's already included in that.
So
Oh, okay.
I want to do my best to step silently away from the position I was previously in. So if she turns around to try to kill whatever stabbed her in the back, that I'm not there. And then try to do the same thing if you'll let me.
Well, it's a pretty narrow hut. When you guys got in, they were kind of in the center of the area in their positions. It was quite easy to stab her in the back because she's sitting upright. You could just slip around and stab her, but there's not much room in this very small shack on the beach to maneuver.
So I will do my best to sidestep away from the area I was currently occupying when
Right.
I stabbed her in the back.
Yeah, you
and
could
then I'll
get
just
to-
swing normally.
You could get to the opposite side of her. So, like, if the knights come in through the front door, you were at her back. You can move to her other side because they were sideways. So you'd be at all the way into the hut on the other side of her.
Okay, that's
Well,
what I'll do.
Malachi's father's on the beach, on his back.
That's what I'll do. Alrighty.
So no backstab from this position since it's not
Correct.
back. But go ahead and make
Correct.
your roll to hit.
Any bonuses I can think of? No. Alright.
+4.
8 plus 2 for Thaco 18 is not going to hit her.
It's blinded as well.
Oh, it is blinded.
So 8 plus 2 is a where's the +2 from?
My Thaco, right? Thaco
Okay.
18. 8 Thaco 18.
8
12
Thaco 18.
Thaco. 12 Thaco 18.
It's 8.
Plus, the +4 for...
I'm not backstabbing Malachi.
No, the +4 for
Oh.
her being blinded.
She gets a penalty to her AC
Right,
of 4.
Yeah.
I don't get a bonus.
So
to hit.
8 Thaco 18, she wouldn't have 10 AC for you to hit her.
Yes.
So no, you miss, even with the blindness going on. No, I take that back. No, you hit.
Woo!
You do hit.
All right.
Yeah. Give me a damage roll.
Why am I out of the window? Okay, here we go.
2d4 plus 3, right?
What's the +3 from?
Yeah, what is the plus 3 from?
You want to know what it's from, actually? It's because last time I rolled the sneak attack, you said it was 44 plus 2, but it's actually not. It's just 64. Go ahead and give her 3 HP back.
But isn't a broadsword 2? Is it broadsword 2d4 plus 1 damage?
Broadsword is
2d4?
2d4 damage or 1d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
2d4.
That's why I included the plus 3, because
Okay.
last time you said it was 44 plus 2 and I didn't think about it. But you're right. Upon retrospect, it should
Okay.
not have a plus
I have
3.
returned 3 HP to her.
Yeah.
Good call. Well done.
It's not gonna matter, Neil.
All right, give me that 2d4 for damage.
There's 3.
All right, there it goes right away again. Malachi, what are you doing?
Slinging.
You're gonna use a sling?
Oh, it's melee combat.
Yeah, it's melee combat.
No, I just watch.
Okay.
Wait, no. Can I grab my father and drag him out?
You can attempt. It looks like he's yelling and shouting, but you can't hear any of it.
Yeah. Can I
You can give me a
get
strength
him
check
without
to try.
getting in range of the creature?
Give me an opposed strength check to try and drag him out.
Oh, strength is 10. 3.
No, you cannot drag him out. He resists. From the beach where Van is sitting, all he sees is these figures step in. The flap that leads into the tent kind of blows in with the combat, and you can't hear anything. But now it looks like a very peaceful beach without any sounds. Light still coming out from inside. All right, the siren vanishes before your eyes.
No.
Completely
Okay.
vanishes.
Okay.
Um,
Roll initiative, Malachi.
No, sorry. That's wrong. 4.
4.
Okay. And she goes first.
Shit.
Oh,
All
fuck.
right, well, at least she's blind still.
Okay. The knight is pretty much blocking the door at this point. You could get past her. Like Malachi squeezed in, but he had to like slip beside her. Anyway, the siren has disappeared. Malachi's father gets up and tries to tackle Malachi to the ground.
All right.
He hits you. Give me an opposed strength check, Malachi.
10. Pass. On the money.
Ooh. Let's see what your father's strength is. No, your father fails his strength check. He runs into you and kind of grapples onto your shoulders, but you manage to keep your feet.
Okay.
What do you do?
I just continue to wrestle with him. Like, oh. And then can I push him back?
Yeah, I mean, you can try and tackle him. You can try and choke him out. You can try and... I mean, what would you like to do with him?
Bear hug him.
Get in right nice and close?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you move to a nice grapple with him where he doesn't have a lot of leverage on you from any position. Is there anything you try and say?
Just whisper calming words to him. Father, see sense. This woman is no woman, it's a fiend. You've been ensnared by its spell.
You cannot hear any of his replies. Croak,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I quickly swing my backpack off, get my bag of flour out, rip open the top, and begin swinging flour into the room.
The flower,
Clutch flower.
the flower covers the siren as it stands before you. You see that it is. Well, you can't make out too many details. You just get like a silhouette of flower
Right.
as it stands in the back corner of the room, away from everything else.
Can I stab it too?
No, you made your flower attack this round.
I know.
The knight
Stella.
steps up. I forgot. Last round she should have had 2 attacks, so I'll just give her 2 attacks this round.
Nice.
Awesome.
As she goes and makes 2 swipes at the siren. 1 hit, 2 hit. Red hit, blue hit.
Rip.
She cuts deeply into the siren, who topples over, returns to visibility as her blood spills all over the sand.
Woo!
Does my father stop struggling?
Absolutely not.
Well, it'd have to be done. I pull the beeswax out of my ears.
He is enraged, cursing you, saying that he wished he never had you, that he should have left you with that whore of a mother of yours. You've destroyed the only thing in his life that he cares about. The hell you're ever going to get a mithril scimitar. Fuck you, I'm disowning you as of this very moment. And he tries to push past you and run outside.
Father, look! Look at this woman that you've coveted. It is no woman.
I was going to get a mithril scimitar, you motherfucker.
She's more woman. She's more of a woman than I've ever known. How could you? You can't see past the superficial details. Green hair, green skin. What do they mean? What is it? Love is more important than any of these things, you shallow, ignorant fool.
I don't say anything.
Seeing them running out, I pull the beeswax out of my ear and start to walk up.
Okay.
Can I begin looting her hut?
Yeah. We loot the hut.
Yeah, you can go ahead and loot the hut.
I kind of like run into Malachi's father as he's running out, I guess, and I say, we should bury the body.
He spits on your face. Or tries to. I don't know if he hits.
Poor Van.
Oh, yeah, he totally hits as he spits in your face and pushes past you.
The only one who wanted to save her.
You were going to get a mithril scimitar. That was going to happen eventually. It was going to take a couple of weeks, but it was going to happen, man.
But think of all the experience you're getting.
0?
None.
You wouldn't have got it if my father died.
He wouldn't have died.
We can only assume that he would have died. Yeah,
I think this is the part where I say bullshit.
Okay. You begin to loot the place. The night, the sheriff takes the beeswax out of her ears, turns the body over, and kind of recoils in disgust, despite the fact that the siren is, an attractive person. And turns to Malachi and says, "Thank you, good sir, for bringing this to attention.
Thank you for your aid.
I will inform Lord Redwing of your discovery and your immediate action. I'm sure he will be pleased with the results."
Marvelous.
Croak, who doesn't give a shit about the dead siren or the, disowned son or the angry father or the state of the world, is sorting through the cabin looking for things. So get ready to write down some numbers here, Croak, as you loot everything.
Will do.
I watch him loot, by the way.
Sure.
There's no secret loots going on here.
Okay. You pick up 5 gold plus... Hold on, there's some more gold coming your way. Plus 6 gold, so 11 gold. What was that? Ooh, no. Plus another 2 gold. Plus... Sorry, there's just a lot of things to roll for here.
All right.
Plus
Good.
2 gems that are... What type of gem? Two jasper gems. They are blue gemstones.
Okay.
And after digging around a little bit, because you're pretty good at this sort of thing, you also come across 2 ceramic vials that look like they're filled with some sort of liquid.
Okay.
Ooh. And a magical staff.
You have a magic staff.
A useful magical
And
staff.
Elven Chain is the correct answer.
So that's it.
Okay. So I'll kind of grab Malachi real quick before he walks out with Van, and I say, why don't we split this here gold between the two of us? It seems to me that Mr. Van would not approve of the blood money anyway. And we go ahead and I'll give him 7 gold and I'll take 6. And then I say, I have these 2 ceramic vials filled with things. I believe this magic potentially lies more in your realm. And I found these here 2 gems. well, why don't I take the gems, the more mundane matter, and you take these potions?
Sounds fair to me.
Excellent. So I hand over the ceramic vials, and you get 7 gold, and I'll take 6. And I'll take
Neil,
1.
the vials don't happen to have like labels on them, do they?
No.
Okay. How much do they weigh?
Yes, Van?
How much do they weigh? Sorry, first.
Oh yeah, have
A pound each.
Okay, thanks.
What were you gonna say, Van?
I walk into the hut, and Van says, "You wouldn't listen to me earlier. Listen to me now and help me bury the body."
I don't think so, says the knight. I must take this to Lord
I talked to
Redwing.
the party, not to.
Well, she's in the room.
What does she say?
I must take this body to Lord Redwing. He should know of it.
Why do you need the body?
As proof of what has been done.
Is your word not proof enough?
You are an outsider in this town. I am the sheriff.
That's why I ask. Why would your word not be proof enough?
I do not need to answer to the likes of you. She grabs the creature by its hair and begins to drag it outside.
You stepped a line. Bam, back down.
And just kind of looks at Malachi and says, "Yes, indeed. I stepped over a line." Starts to walk out of the tent and goes back to the inn.
Okay.
We should all, Mr. Van, we should go up to our room and see if...
He doesn't stop. He just keeps walking.
All right. I'm assuming you're going to the room, so we're going to go up to your room.
I was going to stay in the common room when I got there.
Well, eventually you guys all meet back up at the same inn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Malachi, you're not going to chase after Pops?
Can I see him in the distance?
No, it's really dark out.
So no.
Okay.
I figure he'll work it out. I'll speak to him in the morning.
Mr. Malachi, we need to check out Van's room, and if the bounty hunters have been here and not already, we would probably know. I left them a little present that would be too much for them to not take with them. But if they haven't been here, we should lay trap for them. Be done with this business all in one night.
Very well.
Okay. Eventually you guys get back to the tavern.
Oh, the dog.
The inn.
Fuck.
The dog's with you.
It'll be in the room.
The attacks
It'll be
that
in
should
our
have
room.
killed the siren.
Oh, yeah. Forgot. Oh,
Never mind. I'll remember next time.
Well. Anyway, eventually you all make it back to the Hobgoblin's Head. Discord still chafing the party. I think Van beats the two of you there by a little bit.
Yeah, is Malachi's father there?
No.
Okay.
The inn is actually quite a bit more quiet than that would imply. The inn's pretty quiet. There's just the gnome who is kind of asleep on his little desk. Or on his little stool, head resting on his desk. You guys know where your rooms are, so you don't need to bother him if you don't want to. Van, are you waiting for them downstairs?
Quickly up the stairs to look in our room.
Okay. Van, are you waiting downstairs or upstairs?
I was going to wait in the common room.
Okay.
Because I wanted to go over to the vase that I gave the guy and just kind of take some of the wine out and start drinking it.
Sure. So Malachi and Croak, you see Van Helsing over by the vase when you walk in.
Come, Van, we need to check your room. The bounty hunters, you don't want to be at low on your senses if they show up. Come on.
Let us get it done with. He just kind of puts the cup down and gets up.
Okay. You guys head into the room. It looks empty.
Is my sack still there?
Yep.
Okay. So I light a candle to create like a sense of shadow and dark. And I kind of show Van and Malachi like where to like hide so that the shadows kind of overtake them. And I find a spot myself. And I tell them, we know that they said that they were coming up from the alley, which I would know based on where the room is. Right. And they're probably going to be scaling the room itself. So if you wait here in this area, you should be well and truly hidden when they come in. And when they do, let's take care of them quickly and swiftly. And
Fair
then
enough.
I find myself in nice hiding shadows as well.
Where shall I leave the dog? In
Huh?
here? Shall I bring the dog with us?
If you wish, as long as he can curl up and be with us.
I'll try and keep him quiet. All right.
All right, you guys wait and wait and wait. It's a little uncomfortable crouching in this. The tension from today's earlier battle kind of still running through the party. Scooby's asleep. When the window starts to creak open a little bit, and a hand reaches in and snuffs out the candle. And there's a pause. And then you hear someone kind of slowly making their way through, stepping through the...
Neil,
Mhm.
just as a... Is there something we can do? Like, I'm a pretty good thief,
Mhm.
and I'm setting up this trap, right, with the candle to purposefully shed shadows.
Mhm.
Can we, like, make a roll or something to see if I put that candle out of reach of easily snuffing out?
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. It was on the other side of the room, away from the window.
Cool.
All right, so the figure, I guess you can see from where you're crouched, actually on the same side of the room that the window's on. You see this figure step through and start to look about the room. You are hiding in shadows, right? What's your hide in shadows chance?
55, I believe. Yep, 55.
Okay. And you've positioned the other two in hiding places in the room.
Right.
There's not a lot of room to hide here. So someone's going to have to be under the bed, and someone's going to have to be under the table. Is pretty much it. There's not a lot of
I'll
space.
go under the table.
You're under the table, Malachi. You're under the bed.
Sure.
Okay. So the person gets up, starts looking around the room, signals to another person to come up, and then spots Croak. Like there's a pause as the guy takes a look at Croak.
I leap out and try to stab him.
All right. Boom. Roll for initiative.
Who's rolling?
I am, and we are going last.
Yes, you are. You go for your sword. He goes for his dagger. He pulls it out and leaps on you with it. What is your armor class, sir?
6.
Ooh, he just barely stabs you.
Ah,
You take 1 point of damage as the dagger sinks into your collar.
okay.
The other figure pulls itself through the window and then yells a loud whisper down to the outside, saying, "Hurry!" Draws a dagger and comes over to the other side of you. So you've got two figures boxing you in this
Sure.
corner, and stabs you again. Thank God we're not doing criticals.
Wow.
You take 4 damage as the dagger cuts deeply into you.
Okay.
Van and Malachi, you have
I
not been
sick.
spotted.
I sick Scooby on him.
Okay. Scooby. Scooby.
Get him in the
Scooby
back.
gets up and starts looking around. Is a little bit confused, not sure what's going on. You just bought him today. I guess yesterday.
Sick him. The smell of
He just
blood
starts barking.
The bloodhounds.
He's barking
The
hard.
bloodhound. All right. Can I crawl out from the bed and make an attack?
Yeah.
Do you know? Maybe I stay under the bed. Under the bed's a pretty nice place.
Van, what do you do?
Surprise!
Van
I'm under
hides
the
under
table.
the counter. Slowly, Croak gets stabbed to death.
So it's still just the one guy in the room right now?
2.
No, there's
Two.
two.
There's 2. Okay, and we know that there's 4 coming.
That's what I've told you.
Okay. So I think Van's gonna stay under the table for now. And
What? No.
Croak?
You need to help him.
hold on, because let me see if there's a different spell that I have for this.
All right, well, while he's thinking, Croak,
Yeah,
what are
no.
you doing?
I'm gonna stab at the guy that stabbed me.
All right, do it.
8, Thaco 18.
That is a hit.
Excellent.
If you die here, Krog, this is all your
Come
own
on,
fault.
Croak, how much damage have you taken so far?
I'm at 7 HP.
7. Okay.
That's 7 points of damage on that guy.
Holy shit! You cut. Well, he's not dead, but you cut through him like a hot knife through butter. You basically like run him through his leg. He
Yes.
gives a loud scream and like stumbles backwards. Van Helsing, did you have anything else you
Okay,
can
actually,
do?
yeah, no, I'll. If he's only at 7 HP, yeah, I'll go ahead and get out. So I've seen him be stabbed a couple of times, so I'm actually a
Yeah.
little bit worried at that point. And I get out from under the table, and I walk over to the guy who he just stabbed, and I swing my scimitar at him.
Ooh, give me a roll to hit.
Can you get some flanking for that?
Yeah. Plus one for
So it'd
flanking.
be D20 plus 1? Okay. 14.
Hit. You slice through him.
4 damage.
Oh, he stumbles back to the window, and now he's got like a hole through his leg and a slash across his chest. He's bleeding profusely. Blood drips all over the ground. He stumbles to the window. We roll for initiative for the next round.
I rolled last time. Who
I'll
wants
do it.
now?
I'm in combat. Malachi's still hiding, so here we go. 2.
All right, you guys go
Alright.
first.
I turn my attention to the fresh one and swing away. 14.
Hit.
Excellent. For 8 points
Oh.
of damage.
You run him all the way through the chest. He drops off the end of your blade into a bloody pile on the ground.
Excellent.
Van
Yeah.
Helsing, Malachi.
For my
There's
turn,
another
can
guy
I
in the
get
room
out
still.
from the bed, leave
Uh-huh.
the room, and try and go into one of the rooms next door?
Yes.
Is
As
either
you
of them-
open the door and step out into the hallway, you see all sorts of heads poking out in the hallway with candles coming out, going, What's going on? What's happening?"
We're being attacked. Somebody's trying to break into the inn.
Oh my
Right.
god! Yeah,
Can
people.
I use your window? And I run into the next room.
Yeah, someone lets you in, and they start bombarding with questions. Who's coming in? What's going on? They start rifling through their pack and pull out a dagger.
Out there, look! And can I see one out the window?
Out the window, you see that 2 figures. One of them is almost all the way up on this rope. The other's at the bottom of the.
So I sling him.
All right, which guy? The one on the rope or the one on the ground?
The one on the rope.
Okay,
Since he's definitely guilty.
roll to hit.
Yes.
Hit.
5 damage.
You whap him in the head. He loses his grip on his rope, tumbles the remaining feet, and splats on the ground with a gross crunch.
And hits the other guy.
No.
Okay.
Well, the other guy's at the base of the rope, actually.
That's totally possible.
No, yeah, the other guy fails his saving throw for death, lands on the other guy. He takes 5 falling damage. The 2,
That would knock him to the ground too, right?
yeah, the 2 bodies lie motionless on the ground. It was most definitely a sickening crunch when they collided, actually. It was not
Alright.
pleasant.
I say to the guy in the room, yeah, you put the dagger away, I dealt with it.
Van Helsing, it's you and a guy who's barely alive, leaning against the window.
I say to Croak, take him alive for questioning. There's another one at the bottom. Actually, I wouldn't know he's at the bottom. I say there's another one outside, and I start to move over to the window.
So yeah, this guy's like leaning back against the window.
Oh, he's against the window?
Yeah, so like the window comes up to about his hips, so his torso is kind of sort of leaning out the window. And you see
I
him, like-
quickly say to you, throw him back to me and deal with the ones out the window.
Yeah, I want to like grab him and just kind of move, because I said to like not kill him. So I assume this guy's realized he's in a bad situation. So I move him back. And I
Alright,
want to go up to the
That
window
will
so I
give him an attack of opportunity against you.
if he attacks me. Because I did say like spare this guy's life, don't kill him for
Right.
questioning.
But if you're going to try and physically grab him, he
Yeah,
will
yeah,
have
so
the
if he-
opportunity to get an opportunity attack against you.
So
Which
I just
he
want to
takes.
grab him and move him back, like
Right.
push him away from the window.
He slashes with his knife as you try and grab him, but it misses. You can make me a melee attack to see if you can grab hold of him against AC 10.
Okay. I can't change action seeing that he stabbed at me.
You could if you wanted. Yeah,
All right. I'm going to grab him by the face and slam his head into the back of the wall.
nice.
Slam the back of his head into the wall.
Give me a melee attack.
Just D20.
Mm-hmm.
7. That's not going to do it.
What's your attack was not 17?
20 still.
No, okay.
I get
You make a
plus 2
grab
still.
for his head, but to no avail. On his turn, he tries to just slip and tumble out of the window. So he just leans back and falls. And I think
falling damage.
But I think if you have tumbling will allow you to
I think he has
avoid
to
damage.
succeed on tumbling.
Right. I just want to double check it before I rule it.
I hope he just like there's a guy on the ground who has another guy landed on top of him. I hope he just like falls and face plants on top of that other guy and just totally smushes the guy on the bottom.
Okay, so no. So he leans out the window, reaches down, and tries to tumble out and grab the rope, which is positioned just below the window, using a hook. But he... Oh god, I think he fails his dex check. I think he misses the rope and dies. He does. He leans out the window, tries to grab the rope, misses it on his way down, and lands on the other two bodies, and it's a big crunch. He was at 1 HP as well.
Does he do more damage?
They're all dead. It's a pile of 3 dead bodies outside your window.
I walk over and pick up that bag that I had placed in the room and making sure it's back in my backpack while Van's
Okay.
throwing guys out the window.
I come back into the room. I look at Scooby.
Who?
Why the fuck did I buy you?
Can we say for roleplay reasons that he tried to like slide down the rope and Van just cut it with the scimitar?
Something along those lines. So a few other people come out from their rooms and like poke their heads in. What's going on? Oh my god, there's blood, there's bodies. Someone call the sheriff.
It's fine, we've got everything under control.
No, the sheriff should know. There's been murder.
The sheriff should know.
There's no murder, only self-defense.
Okay.
Man kind of like cleans off the scimitar and puts it back in his sheath.
The gnome comes up. It's a big scene. Everyone's talking, and there's not really a lot of room to move about. Eventually, the sheriff arrives and is surprised to see the 3 of you again. Looks over at you guys and goes, "What? What is this?"
Some night I'm having.
These men,
Nice.
they tried to enter our rooms and late at night. I can only imagine for some reason they must have been thieves of some kind, or they had it in for us. Perhaps they were beguiled by the siren as well. But when they entered the room, they stabbed me, and I like show my like wounds and stuff.
She nods her head and turns to
"These are
Van,
awful men."
looks Van directly in the eyes, and goes, "I told you she was dangerous. Clearly, she has other allies that are not pleased with your presence in town."
Clearly, you all know something I don't. And Van just kind of like leans back on the bed.
Okay. It takes
Oh, well.
another half hour or so of, bodies being cleaned up, questions to be answered, yada yada. But eventually, the night calms down. You're all able to get your rest. We're just about done here, but I think if we do one more day in game, we can tell whether or not Malachi has learned sleep. And I think that would
I
be
think
nice.
it was this day, wasn't it?
No, it would be the end of tomorrow.
Okay.
Today's the 7th
So,
day.
Well, okay, so for the next day, I want to find one of Malachi's crew. The guy that we were talking to before.
Oh, yes, you want to find the
Delta.
Delta.
I go up to him, I say, Jaren's son is a fool. It's probably best we go to find your captain.
Oh, yes. He's not here? Well, it must be with Rosa.
Rosa's dead.
Sweet Jesus, what happened to Rosa?
She was a siren. The sheriff of the town had her killed.
Well, that explains a lot. Good riddance to that beast.
Can't
Any
find
i-
alleys anywhere.
Any idea where he might be? Probably at his ship, I
He
would
ran
guess.
off on the beach last night. Perhaps he's at his ship. We should go there.
Yeah,
I
alright.
believe he could use... I don't know how much he wants to see me. He believes... I didn't agree with killing the siren. I wanted to give it a chance to leave peacefully, but... I think it's important that he has somebody on his crew there to keep him comfort. I believe you should see him. And I would like to go with you. I would like to exchange a few words.
He nods and heads with you down to the sea skipper. The rest of you guys, what are your plans for the day?
I was going to follow up on the sheriff speaking to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, finish studying.
Sure.
And probably head to the ship to see my father as well, I suppose.
Croak, it's worth noting that the guy at the bottom of the rope, who never even made it up, is the person who you were speaking to yesterday, and is
Perfect.
dead.
Good. I guess what I'm gonna do is spend some of my day going to different shops. I have some shopping I want to do. I want to pick up some silken rope,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to replace my bag of flour,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to replace my 2 flasks of oil.
Sure, you can do all those for normal Player's
Okay.
Handbook prices. Do you
Perfect.
have them?
And I'm also going to begin talking with armorers about the prices of field plate.
2,000 GP.
Right. And I talk about the time it's going to take, and I'm hoping to find somebody with some components already made, or they got pieces of it from somebody, or I'm
Okay.
hoping to speed up the time a little bit. And I'm just shopping around trying to find the right guy.
All right. So armor's hard to make. I'll give you a 25% chance that one of the guys already has some of the components and can shorten the time a little bit.
Okay.
But it is
Do you want me
not.
to roll
your-
that, or do you want to do it?
I rolled it. It's not the case. Either of the two guys can make you some plate mail. One of them is working on some stuff right now, so he'll be a few weeks before you can start construction. The other guy has recently finished things and has been kind of taking a little bit of a break in between jobs, but will take this job for you since it's such a big one.
Uh-huh.
2,000 GP takes 16 weeks, and
Okay.
he will need the person it will be fitted for around for a portion of that time.
Okay. I tell him we'll do that we'll go ahead and begin working on that. And
He
I will
wants
get
1,000 GP deposit.
Okay, so I pull out one of my Peridot gems and I say, well, we don't like to have coins around on hand. This gem here I've brought with me all the way from Shirebrook, came out of Dwarven Mines, and I've been assured by their gem cutters that this is worth no less than 750 gold pieces. So I would gladly leave this with you, and I promise you the rest of the amount will be due upon completion.
He wants to take it to a gem cutter with you to get its price verified.
Okay.
Is that the actual price for the Peridot? Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
No,
No?
that's more than the Peridot's worth.
Okay, it's worth 500.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to a gem. He goes with you. Gem cutter takes.
I give the same spiel to the gem cutter, like trying to get the price as high as possible. Right.
Right.
I'm trying to make it sound like it's really valuable.
He looks over it and goes, "Well, I think you've been scammed there, buddy. These are quite valuable indeed, but no 750. I would say a reasonable man would buy or sell one of these for about 500 gold. You've been swindled. It happens to the best of us. It's all right."
I nod my head in shame, and I go ahead and say, well, I will give you these 2 in deposit then, and then another 2 upon completion.
The armorer nods and agrees. I don't know why I put that book down. I need to figure out when it is that the person needs to be there for measuring and whatnot, because that will take time.
I imagine he has to get all the materials together first. Wouldn't that
Yeah.
take some of that time?
And I tell him there's an extra couple hundred gold in it if he will make it very fancy and beautiful looking and worthy of cheese, right? I want it to be striking and noticeable.
He nods and says he can have engravings done and symbols added for a few extra 100 gold.
Yeah.
And that he will need Van Helsing around for a week at any point just to do proper measurements and to try things.
I'll let Van Helsing know, and I'll get him there for a week of that.
Okay. Also, Van Helsing, you are comfortable with the weight of this armor?
How much is it? It's like 5 pounds more than what I'm wearing, I think.
Field plate weighs 60 pounds.
How much does what I'm wearing weigh?
What are you wearing?
It's scale mail.
Scale mail weighs 40 pounds.
I can take the weight, but I have to.
Okay.
I can drop some of the stuff I'm carrying and take.
How much extra AC is it now?
It's a bonus of 8 to your AC instead of a bonus of 4. So
I'd be fine with being slightly unencumbered for it.
Okay.
Fucking yeah, that's awesome.
Basically, he's going to be AC 1 with a shield.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be slightly encumbered carrying it, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's not bad. What's your strength, Van?
16.
Nice.
16.
Yeah, you'll be in good shape. So Van Helsing, you head down to the docks with Delta, and sure enough, you find Malachi's father, drunk off his ass on his ship, singing a song, and when he sees you, he stops, throws his bottle to the ground. It doesn't break, but it clatters and pours all over the deck.
I kind of hold my hands up and say, "Peace, friend. I had no part in what happened last night. I wanted nothing to do with it, and I wanted it to end peacefully. I did everything I could, but the sheriff refused to listen to my words."
But you told the sheriff. You told her and she's gone. Rosa's gone. The only woman I've ever loved is
Malachi
dead.
told the sheriff, and I'm sorry.
Malachi. That bastard. You never trust a bastard. Van Helsing, if you ever knock up a woman, you leave the woman and the child alone. You don't bring it home. They say it's a noble endeavor, but it just brings you suffering. Look at him. My own son ruined things for me. Can't believe
I understand.
Can't believe I trusted him.
I kind of walk over, like there's a big keg of ale or something, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of ale and liquor.
Yeah,
It's mostly hard alcohol right now.
I fill up whatever he was drinking from, and I fill up an extra cup, and I say, "Let's drink to her."
He drinks with you. Give me a charisma check there, Van Helsing. See if this goes well or poorly. What's your charisma score?
I've already failed one today. I pass.
Nice.
I have a charisma of 17. I should have been a paladin, dude.
You should have been a paladin. All right, he drinks with you and commiserates with you and buddies up with you for a little bit.
Yeah, and I just kind of like, I'm not trying to like talk to him about like, oh, how much I feel for him. I'm just trying to like be there. Like if he wants to bitch about something, I'm just like, yeah, I hear you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't try to give him advice or anything. I'm just trying to like be that sort of.
You're just there to listen.
Yeah, just there to listen.
Yeah. All right. It goes all right. Malachi, is there anything you're doing today in particular?
Get my reward from the Lord.
Oh, right.
I choose the magical stuff.
You're just gonna walk around with 2 stabs at all times.
Sure will.
Okay. The sheriff leads you to Lighthouse Keep. You guys take a little bit of a rowboat out the 1,000 feet or so to where the lighthouse is on its own small island. There's a dock that juts out from it, on which there is a surprisingly old guard. Like, this guard must be in her 80s, I believe. His 80s? Wow. Her 80s? Where is it? Yeah, her 80s. She's got to be somewhere in her 80s. And she's got a long pole arm that she can use to, just knock people off boats that are coming to the gate, to the lighthouse. But she notices the sheriff and questions you as to who you are and what this green-haired thing in the boat with you guys is. It gets explained, and you are allowed entrance into the Lighthouse Keep. You are brought up to the... what is this? 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. You go all the way up to the 9th floor. It's a bit of a trek. Yeah. Especially because the two of you are carrying a body, and you're going like up this spiral staircase. It's kind of a mess.
Okay.
You make it up to that floor, which looks to be there's a few doors here, but you're brought into what looks to be some sort of war room or some sort of council room. There's a large table in the middle that has a map of the town on it, with many chairs seated about. The sheriff deposits the body on the ground, and a few minutes later, Lord Jacob Redwing comes in. He's a tall man. He's like 6'3", 190 pounds-ish, in his early 30s, with a very stern, hard look on his face. He's not wearing any armor. The sheriff explains to him what's happened, who you are, what your association with this is, and lets him know that no one died, but that this beast is dead, and it had, beguiled at least one man, and that since the creature was killed, assassins have already come to seek revenge on Malachi, who brought this up.
Which I promptly dealt with.
Mm-hmm. Lord Redwing doesn't look very pleased. He just looks angry all the time. But when the sheriff has said everything, he nods slowly and says, Young Malachi, I appreciate your stalwart guardianship of our city.
Of course, my lord.
You have done well. Are you here for a short spell, or are you looking to put down roots?
Not so short a spell, but I don't plan to make a permanent home here. I'm an adventurer of sorts. A wizard.
I see. I see. Where are you staying?
The Hobgoblin's Head.
Well, I would be remiss if I did not give you some small token of our appreciation. He reaches into a pouch and pulls out 3 gemstones and presses them into your hand.
All right. Take him.
Okay.
Do you
He
want to
says
tell me
a
what
few
type
more nice words about you guys, and then has the two then departs, and the two of you leave your separate ways.
Very well. What gemstones are they now?
Sure, you can get them ID'd, as well as the gemstones that you guys picked up from the Siren. The ones you picked up from the Siren were Jasper
Jaspers.
gemstones,
Yeah.
and they are worth 50 GP each. Malachi, the ones that you picked up were Zircon,
Zircon.
and they are also worth 50 GP each.
Okay. 3 of them, yeah?
Yeah. And the rest of the day you spend in study?
Yes.
Okay. And at the end of that day, the whole party is back together at the Hobgoblin Head Inn. Malachi has learned the magics of sleep.
Yes!
I do want to do, or like, I did want to do something else with Malachi's
yes.
father.
Yes, yes.
So like we drank probably for like a couple hours. I mean, he's pretty, like
He
he's
will-
pretty fucked up. At
He'll
this
be
point.
drunk
He's-
all day if he doesn't pass out
Yeah.
in his own sick.
I say, I don't mean to bring up any awkward topics, but you are aware that the woman you loved was a siren, yes?
She was not a human.
I know, and I'm not judging that. I simply wanted to say that sirens are magical creatures.
Of course
And that-
they are.
If you permit me some time, I could help dispel the magic that is making you hurt so much.
Make me not love her anymore? Make it go away?
You will feel however you wish to feel. If you wish to love her, then you may love her.
No, this pain is too much to bear. Send it away.
I cannot
I
yet.
will never love
Perhaps you
again.
can speak to the priest of Quantarius. He may be able to
Oh.
help you.
Give me options and then take them away before me.
If we continue to stay in contact, I will probably be in Redport for some time. Perhaps by the next time you return, I'll be strong enough to cast this magic.
Ugh.
But I will personally go speak to the priest of Quantarius today and ask if he can do it for you. Or if he can take care of that for me. It's magic I do not possess, but perhaps he does.
He nods his head as he sits in a corner of the room. You guys are in the captain's quarters now. Just kind of sad.
Yeah. And I say, and while I do not mean to be disingenuous, while I saved your life, I also mean to protect my own. I feel somewhat disgusting asking this of you, but that mithril scimitar was something I was hoping for. It's something that could help me protect my life in the future. And it's something that I would hope you'd be willing to honor in repayment.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm thinking
I
about giving it up. Giving my ship to the First Maiden, heading elsewhere.
I suggest you rewrite your will. That shit you called a son clearly doesn't deserve the inheritance.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god. Wow.
Now you know my pain, Malachi.
Okay.
I say I will go speak to the priest of Quantarius for you and see if he cannot help you.
All right. So he has that, and we don't know his level yet.
Van, any chance you can heal me when you get back to the inn?
Yeah, probably. I think I have it memorized.
Solid.
The priest of Quantarius says he does not have the spell prepared today, but he could do it tomorrow
Okay.
for a price.
How much?
The magics of the gods are not to be wasted on just anything. A sizable donation will do. I'm just looking up the price right now. Dispel magic is... Yes, you can... Dispel magic... from him would be 600 gold to cast it.
Okay, I say, friend, you know
Jesus.
I'm a traveling cleric. I don't have that kind of coin on me, but I could offer another form of patronage. I plan to be in town a while. I have nowhere to go at the moment. And before I became a cleric, I was once a stonemason. Perhaps the church could have some charity go out, help to rebuild some of the crumbling buildings that are in this town. Every city has walls that could do with some reconstruction. I could offer you, and I kind of look at how much gold I have. I could offer you 75 gold.
Why
as
don't you
well as the
do... You... Stone... God, how much does a stonemason make a year? I don't know if this is going to be anywhere near enough. A
Yeah.
stonemason's weekly wage... monthly wage is 4 GP.
Okay, so probably not.
So 600 divided by 12 divided by 4. So it would take you 12 and a half years to pay off the debt.
So I say, wait, is it really 200 gold per spell level for a priest?
100 gold per level of the caster to cast a dispel magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I say, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of coin on me, friend. It's unfortunate, and I will have to seek another resolution.
Church only has a few ways of bringing in money, and this is one of them. Sorry, son.
It's okay. And
Maybe you'll find a wealthy friend.
perhaps I will come into my own power soon. I can feel only a short distance between me and such power.
Good luck.
And I go back to Malachi's father and I say that, unfortunately, I can't do it. It would cost nearly 600 gold, but I will, I simply don't have that money on me, but I will, if he comes back to Redport anytime soon, it's possible that I will be strong enough to cast it then.
Does he have 600 gold now?
Your dad?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I tell him if he can pay it, then I'd be more than happy to relay that to him, but otherwise I can try to do it myself in the future.
If you could go and talk to him to see if he's got that sort of wealth on hand, but he would be the only one who knows.
Yeah, I relay, like I went to him to relay,
Okay.
like I can't afford it, but if you come back, like either you could pay him, or if you come back later, I can try to do it myself when I'm stronger.
He is not in a good financial situation right now. The last trip to Redport ended too soon. They had to lose a lot of goods in order to get him home before he, died.
Yeah.
So he, maybe after the sell, he could get the 600 GP once he sells his mithril, but then he couldn't get a sword made for you.
I understand. Simply come back sometime in the future. I should be strong enough to do it for you then.
All right. So I guess you just spend everyone spends the rest of the day resting. Malachi gets his spell, and
After
why
that,
don't
I think we drink a little more and then I heal up Croak really fast.
and
XP?
then let's do XP.
It's been a good session, Neil. You can feel it.
7 HP Croak.
Yep, that'll do it. Thank you.
Yep.
That was interesting. That damn flower. She had an improved invisibility spell, which means she could make all of her attacks from invisibility without losing it.
What?
Yep.
Flour!
Yes!
Boom!
That is awesome.
Always carry a bag of flour.
I mean, on the bright side, Malachi did lose that inheritance.
Yeah, well.
Oh. Okay.
I'll fight it in the courts.
So, So Malachi and Croak only, you get 666 experience for the Siren.
Okay.
And let's do all the other experience as a group together. So,
Okay.
Neil, does that imply that the siren was only worth 2,000?
that does imply that, yes.
Alright.
I think, hold on, wait a minute. I might have been looking at the wrong bit. Let me double check that number.
It's 2,000 plus 1,000 for every hit dice above 4.
Right, that's much better, thank you. So,
Are you reading the monstrous manual to get the stats of all the monsters you fight, Nick?
Only after we've killed them.
Uh-huh.
it's
Of course.
All right,
how he's making up for that 17 int. He needs help to get there.
let's change that from instead of 666 to 1666. She
Yes.
was indeed
There we
a
go.
solo 7-hit die siren.
Do you get level 3 off that?
5,000 experience.
I will, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that's just the siren itself. What else? We have. You finally made it to Redport after quite a journey, so let's give some experience for that. You've dug in and around some of these things. You've dug up some clues with regards to some murders and
boring.
stuff. That quest is not done, but you've made significant progress along it. The three of you dispatched the assassins. Well, not assassins, the thieves.
Oh, they're totally assassins.
The
yeah.
four thieves that tried to break into your house. So they were third level, second level, and first level. So 3. Let's say that's 500. No, that's not right. Okay. And I think that's it for group experience for combat-related endeavors and stuff. So everyone gets.
Did we not solve the mystery of my father's illness?
No.
I
There was no way
think
she did it now.
that
I think he
there-
just had siren aids, right? The cure disease that you cast.
he did not
Right.
have siren aids.
Chlamydia, siren chlamydia.
Oh, wait, holy shit. We can do this next session if it's a little bit too late for this, Neil, but like halfway back to the inn, I think Van Helsing goes like, wait, I'm a cleric, and he walks back to the priest of Quantarius and asks if he could pay in spellcasting for a few days to help pay off the cost of that spell.
No, they've got their own spellcasters.
God damn it.
But clever idea. So divided by 3, so each of you gets 783 for the all the other stuff that was
Nice,
done.
nice.
And those of you that have your 10% bonus, I hope you're applying it on your own.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So how
let's
much
do
for the... Sorry, how much on quest experience?
783 for quest and monsters and all that stuff. So let's go down the line. Common individual awards. Player has a clever idea. Anything super clever happened today?
The flower.
Flower.
was pretty clever.
I was going to put that under idea that saves the party, though.
Yeah, true.
Shooting
So
out the window with the sling.
no. These are clever ideas. Are maybe no.
Double kill.
No.
Does
Yes.
I don't know if this is really what you're thinking when it comes into clever idea, but I did manage to have my party take out my biggest competition of thieves in town.
That's true. So why don't you
Oh,
get
is that
100
what you were trying to
experience for that?
I was wondering why is he doing this? Like, what does he get to gain from this?
I think he's trying to set himself up as the only thief in town.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So-
at least as the only one that's experienced or good.
yeah. Let's give you 100 experience for that, 100 experience for your flower idea, which you've been carrying around for ages.
Just waiting for this moment.
Van Helsing,
This is my chance. Flings it across the HUD.
Van Helsing, I'm going to give you actually a little bit more than the book suggests for your role playing your character. Take 400 for not getting yourself involved in the siren.
Yeah, I
And
think
sticking to your
that's
guns.
fair.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that was well
Yeah.
played.
Very good.
Yada da 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 da. No warriors, priests. No spells that overcome enemies. Wizards. Well,
Wait, did I cast something? I'm trying to remember if I cast anything.
you
this session.
cast a healing spell. I think you only
Yeah,
cast
that's-
healing spells today.
Okay.
Malachi, you get 50 experience for your light spell. Get
Yep.
100 experience for learning sleep.
Ah,
Croak, take 200 experience for your backstab and 200 experience for your moves. No, the move silently didn't matter. Just the 200 experience for the backstab. And you got how much in gold today, Croak?
I got 6 GP plus 2 gems, so 106 GP.
So take 212 experience.
Neil, is it not only XP for stuff that you steal, not for stuff that you loot? Sorry, Croak. Sorry.
You
Croak.
know, that's a good point. Good point. No gold experience for that. That's a good point,
Okay.
Malachi. It should be.
You already got the 3,000 from last session, though, so
Yeah.
I guess that was closer to stealing.
Well, I mean, at least in last session, I like picked
Yeah,
a
you-
lock and did
yeah,
some thiefly stuff, right?
You hid it from us.
Okay. All right. And I think that is. No, I feel like there was something else. Hold on.
Can we think of any reason to give me another 200 experience here?
I was going to give you another 100 experience for trying to get your mithril scimitar.
Oh. Alright.
Because that was well done. That was clever, trying to sneak a mithril scimitar out of the man.
Yeah. I mean, I think Van is kind of like, okay, I think it's like an honor sort of debt. Like, I did save his life. But as me, yeah, I just want that fucking mithril scimitar.
Yeah. Well, I was meaning like the first time when he was like, "Oh yeah, we're taking mithril to these dwarves." And you're like, "Oh hey, speaking of, I saved your life." Eye for an eye. We can't think of another 100 experience. Are you really only 100 experience from leveling now?
With the bonus, I have how much? 1 point times 1.1. I got 1411, which added onto what I have. Let me see what I'm at. Oh no, I actually need 172 experience to level.
Oh, I think you're just gonna get it next week
Okay.
if you
Neil, I
survive.
level up.
All right, Malachi, give us a D4 for your HP.
Go.
No!
Love it.
See, I feel like this is karma coming back to bite you right on the ass.
For what? Killing an evil
what?
monster?
They're not necessarily evil.
You weren't there. That one was definitely evil.
Also, Malachi, you get a couple of second level spells just as you level. That comes
No
with
way.
the territory.
For reals?
For
Oh, yeah.
realsies, as you level, you get. Well, whenever you level, you get a couple of new spells. Where is it? Magic. Learning spells.
I didn't get any level 1 spells when I leveled to level 2.
No. When your character attains a new level, he may not. All right. So I think these are things that you've kind of been working on in the back of your mind.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and roll for up to 4 second level spells. So you get to roll for 4 second level spells. You don't necessarily get 4 second level spells.
Any spells or?
I think any second level spells that are in the player's handbook for wizards.
All right, I'm gonna need time to think about that.
Yeah, we can do the rolling next week.
Okay.
This is kind of like you've been thinking and learning about the ways of magic, and after seeing the siren in action and all this stuff, it kind of some things just crystallize in your mind that you've been practicing on the side.
Yeah.
I was reading the Reddit thread last week. Is it true that the max number of spells per level is actually an optional rule?
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
But I can get a lot anyway. I can get 14. So
Yeah, but you can now get infinite.
yeah.
You could literally memorize the entire spellbook.
Yeah.
Yep, maximum number of spells per level is an optional rule, and we're not doing optional rules, so enjoy.
Yep. I will do.
I mean, you'll spend like 6 years memorizing everything, so that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
Okay.
So there's some good spells in that spell book, but I'll pick some different ones.
I have my
Great.
calendar. I think that's it for this week. We'll see you guys all hopefully next week for some more Hardcore Heroes.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
good game,
wait.
guys.
I've got something I want to say.
Oh, ooh.
Oh,
I'm going to the Insomnia Gaming Festival in Birmingham on next Saturday. If anyone's going to be there,
Ooh.
I'll put my Twitter in the discussion thread if you want to like tweet me while it's going on.
Nice. Does that
Cool.
mean you will be unable to play next week?
No, because I'm going to get I'm going to get the train back to Liverpool in time.
Cool.
Yep.
Sweet. Then we'll see you guys all next week for more Hardcore Heroes. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.